What is going on, guys? Getting ready for a tournament tomorrow at Hawthorne. We were there a couple weeks ago for that weeknight derby, and it went good, and hopefully tomorrow will go the same. I don't think a lot's changed. I expect the lake to be in midsummer form at this point, and what I mean by that is, you know, spawn's definitely over. I think those fish are well past that. The grass has came and went. That lake's kind of done its spring cycle, and tomorrow I'm going to focus on big baits. Big plastics, big crankbaits. Primarily going to focus out deep, but the kicker could be all the heavy recent rains. So if you see behind me, that ditch is completely flooded, and if Hawthorne's the same, there could be a shallow bite up in that grass. Frogs, swim jigs, stuff like that, you know, up in that grass that's normally on the bank but now has some water on it. Those fish will get up into that stuff. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna have an open mind. It's a lake I like the fish, I know it well, and beautiful weather tomorrow. That's really one of the main things that kind of pulled me out today after plans changed. And see you in the morning. I'm looking forward to this one. All right, number one in the boat. Didn't get the best boat draw, and I like to try and check one spot quick, and there was a boat on it. So with the lake, it is high and it is muddy, so that's kind of, I just moved up on the bank, and low light conditions. Just gonna give a little bit with the buzz bait, see if maybe we can get a quick limit. Yes. Gosh dang it. That's how you want to start one. Look at that. Oosh. Made the right call there. Looks like going up shallow at dirty water, high water. Great fish. Let's get it. That was sweet. I didn't even move that frog. That was a sweet fish. Hit as soon as it hit the water. All right, been roughly an hour. Got 4 on the boat, 1 good one. I might go back to the top water in a little bit. They're definitely biting the frog better than the buzz bait. I've missed quite a few, but outside of the 1 good one, it seems like it's those 12, 14 inches up there. So go try some other stuff. We might be back frogging. So far, so good. Took a little bit to get number 5, but we got a limit. little over halfway, and things have really slowed down. I mean, I have been catching some fish still, but really nothing to show outside of the morning. They've all kind of been the same size, and it doesn't seem to matter deep or shallow. Plastics, crankbaits, chatterbait, frog, getting bit on a lot of things, but the frog definitely seems to be getting the most bites, so I don't know if I have to stick with it or what to do, really. I don't know. We got 2.5 hours left. We're just gonna keep fishing, and you know, 1-2 good culls away from maybe doing something today. We do got one good one in the boat. I just weighed it. It was like 4 pounds, 1 ounce. So, you know, we got one of the right ones. 1 or 2 more of those. Got time. Maybe something can still be done today. The fish may not do anything for me, but the fish might be a sign of some things to come. Another quick one. Again, it's not the right ones, but that's okay. That is easily the worst smell in the world. I got too scared to boat flip that. Wait, it got hung up in that brush pile. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Thought that one was gonna help. The way it hit, I thought it was a lot bigger.
Third place goes to, who is it? Bill and Mike. 13-3. Let's try this. Let's try that. There we go. There we go. Second place goes to Brad and Lucas at Big Bass 13-13. You too, Brad. First place goes to Gabe with 14 even. Good job, Gabe.
Only thing to do after a good tournament, go spend it at Bass Pro. It's funny because it's true, because I did actually have some stuff I had to stock up on. Primarily, the main player today was a frog. So we're jumping into another tournament tomorrow. That's why I had to come do this tonight. Going to 12 Mile with a buddy. He's never fished a tournament before, and you know, going in today, I was like, if I win today, we're gonna roll it into tomorrow. We'll go do a tournament. If I don't win, then we'll go fun fishing, and we won. So hey, we're doing another tournament tomorrow at 12 Mile. We'll see you in that video. But today, it was a good day. You know, I started off the morning, I didn't really get a good boat draw, and I just didn't get a position I wanted out deep to do the big crankbait, big plastic, stuff like that. But in the intro, I kind of had mentioned that ditch behind me that was flooded, and that proved true at Hawthorne. You know, the lake was 2 feet up. When we got to the dock, it was, you know, the front of it was right underwater in the morning, and, you know, low light conditions, foggy, maybe a little bit of a mist almost, cloudy, and I went shallow. So I figured I'm gonna give it an hour, and you know, I caught one on a buzzbait. The second fish was one of those 4s on a frog. That really gave me some confidence, and you know, I think I got up to 4 on top water, and then I started bouncing around the lake. So once I was bouncing around the lake, kind of caught them everywhere and on a little bit of everything. You know, I threw a money badger, the big Strike King 8.0, a big Cinco, some cross stuff. You know, I don't know, they didn't seem too picky, but it just was, I wasn't catching as many. It seemed like my bite had kind of slowed down, and then I was still catching the same caliber of fish. You know, I kind of stopped with the top water because outside of the one good one, it was a bunch of dinks, and you know, I tried to go get some better bites, and I was getting the same bites and just less of them. So about midway through the day, I said I'm gonna go back frogging for a little while, and I caught some fish quick, and then I got the second big bite of the day, and at that point, you know, the frog was in my hand the rest of the day. So great event. You know, it doesn't always go like that. Tournaments, it all comes down to the decisions, and today I just happened to make the right ones. You know, more often than not, I don't, and it feels good to string one together. It's been a little bit since I've got a first. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm just, you know, energy's high, ready to go do that. You know, maybe some of these better tournaments, just not having any idea what's going on and just having a fresh mind, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow at 12 Mile. I couldn't even tell you where I'm going to start. So we'll see you on that one. Appreciate you checking this one out, guys. Subscribe for more Iowa fishing, and until next time, peace.